reading from the letter of Paul to the Romans. Brothers and sisters, through one man sin entered the world, and through sin death. And thus death came to all men, inasmuch as all sinned. For up to the time of the law, sin was in the world, though sin is not accounted when there is no law. But death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over those who did not sin, after the pattern of the trespass of Adam, who is the type of the one who was to come. But the gift is not like the transgression. For if by the transgression of the one, the many died, how much more did the grace of God and the gracious gift of the one man, Jesus Christ, overflow for the many? And the gift is not like the result of the one who sinned. For after one sin, there was the judgment that brought condemnation. But the gift, after many transgressions, brought acquittal. For if, by the transgression of the one, death came to reign through that one, how much more will those who receive the abundance of grace and of the gift of justification come to reign in life through the one, Jesus Christ? In conclusion, just as through one transgression condemnation came upon all, so through one righteous act acquittal and life came to all. For just as through the disobedience of the one man the many were made sinners, so through the obedience of the one, the many will be made righteous. The word of the Lord.
Our second reading for this Sunday, the first Sunday of Lent, is taken from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. We have been reflecting on deciding to be for God rather than discarding God. In the first reading, we saw how the first temptation came. You will be like gods. So if you eat of the fruit of this tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you will be like God. You will graduate from being a limited creature. And you will know what is good. You will know what is evil. But by pretending to be God, the first human beings decided against God. We will be God, not you. And instead of just getting to know what is good or evil, they entered evil. This is the consequence of deciding to separate from God, deciding to be against God. This is the same theme that St. Paul now reflects upon in the second reading. He goes back to the first parents, and through them, sin and death entered the world. All of us, the children of Adam and Eve, we inherited sin. And what was the cause? Disobedience. They decided against God, to go against God. And the consequence was not just for them. They left a mark that was transferred from one generation to another, such that all of us born into this world already carry the mark of this basic decision of our first parents. We will not follow you. But thanks to God, who is God and not like us, while the offense was great, the gift was greater. The response of God to our disobedience is gift, grace, and justice. How did this come about? Through the one person, Jesus Christ. Jesus, who countered Adam and Eve's disobedience. Jesus created a new history for us through His obedience, through His decision to be for God, who is His Father, even when He did not understand everything, but He just trusted. This is my God, and this is my Father. I will never separate myself from God. This is what we call justice. This is righteousness as far as the Bible is concerned. It is being attuned to God. That is justice. It is being in harmony with God's will. That is righteousness. And thanks to Jesus' obedience, wow, we now enjoy the offer of grace and a life of justice. My dear brothers and sisters, ours is the choice. We should decide. We hope that we will choose like Jesus, obedience, to be with God. And let us spread the beautiful consequence of obedience, grace and justice.